So hello again, well welcome to another Train Sim World 5 video. Now this was a run that I did on the live stream last Sunday as part of Sunday's runs, but I didn't quite make it to Edinburgh, so I thought I'd give it another go. And also I didn't realise, but there was another nuance to this scenario that was worth kind of taking a view on before we get going. So alongside us we have a Railtour with the Flying Scotsman and some carriages, so this will be setting off shortly. So once we do get going, we will be going from Polmont through to King's Cross in the Azuma, and we'll just be stopping at Haymarket and Edinburgh Waverly. Now that that's departed, let's jump into the cab of the Azuma and let's get things set up. So master key, of course, first of all on, and then we'll put the reverser into forward, get the headlights on.
TPWS and AWS
and we'll get the doors open as well. And it is going to be a snowy, sunny run. And this essentially is an Aberdeen to London King's Cross LNER service. So we are going to be a couple of minutes late, but just really wanted to show you the wonderful sight, really, the Flying Scotsman leaving. It's not always a unit I've drive absolutely massively. I thought we had got the AWS stuff on actually. I'll have a check on that when we go through a signal in a minute. See whether we get the ping or not. So we've got we've certainly got the vigilance working anyway, haven't we? Not sure we did get the ping from the signal though. Hang on. Just say normal rather than isolated. It should be normal, shouldn't it? Yeah, hopefully that should be okay.
TPWS and AWS operational.
So we are good for 100 at the moment, and I'm not sure we'll get any better than that. I don't think we've got any 125 mile an hour run-ins on our run through to Edinburgh Waverley. But I mean, I did say this on Sunday, but to kind of repeat myself, I guess, but it's good to see that the Edinburgh Glasgow route has got a bit of a makeover, so we've got the more 158 runs now, and this is a bonus really because it's added in the Lner services. I think I'm right in saying as well that you can see the Pendolino on occasions as well. I'll just speed in a tad. One thing missing on the Azuma is the cruise control, and you know, when you drive it in Train Sim Classic it has been represented, so it'd be good if we could get that put in. And also the PIS display down here isn't quite right either, because it's suggesting that the next stop is London King's Cross, which of course isn't right. And the other bonus of the new timetable as well, and this is for free for everybody, I think it's not just a PC mod by any stretch of the imagination, but we've also got the 380. If you've got the 380, then you can drive that on Edinburgh, Glasgow runs as well, and that's worth doing in its own right, because I always find the 385 not the greatest to drive, and even with the, I mean, there is a nice sound mod that's been done for the 385 and that improves the sounds of it, but I kind of feel as though it's not the most enjoyable drive. I love driving the 380. It's nice that you get a good view as well from the cab of the Azuma here. Sort of underutilised in many ways. The East Coast Main Line, we have the Peterborough to Doncaster section represented on Train Sim World 5. It'd be nice if we could have more of the East Coast Main Line. And also, I mean, we have the 91 for Train Sim Classic, and it's enjoyable to drive, but it'd be really good if we could have it for Train Sim World as well. Getting those pings, am I? Perhaps it should be normal. I should know this by now.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Fascinating bit when you go through the rocks like that, you could be anywhere really. That's better. I love these snowbound views as well. And it's going to go pretty quick this trip, I think. I mean, we're dropping down to 80 shortly, so we'll be aware of that. Sometimes it's slightly easier to drive when these are recorded videos, because when you're kind of doing the live streams, you're watching the chat, trying to keep an eye on that. And you're also conscious of trying to, you're sort of thinking of different things as well. So, I mean, I've seen videos of real drivers talking as they're driving, and I think they do it just so instinctively. In terms of the performance, I mean, this thing really handles like, goes off like a rocket in many ways, because it accelerates away rapidly. And compare it with the Pendolino for the West Coast Mainline South, there's such a difference. So I'm hoping to get more videos done and recorded between Christmas and the New Year. Just a little bit more time on my hands over the Christmas period. And none of them are going to be too elaborate, too long, just relatively short videos, but thanks for you watching this, for taking the trouble to watch the video. Hope you're enjoying it, and if you are a new viewer and you've not liked and subscribed before, if you are able to do that, I'd be tremendously grateful and help keep the interest in the channel going. Let me know in the comments as well if you've got any great ideas about routes you'd like to see be streaming, obviously within the reason of them being routes that are available for Train Sim Classic and Train Sim World. I have done a video a bit earlier in 2024 where we took the Azuma into diesel mode and up the 5 circle, and there's a fantastic mod available from Forks on the Train Sim community website, again providing you're a PC user, that is, and you can drive the Azuma in diesel mode. You could drive the ScotRail short HSDs. It again adds a lot of value to the timetable. It'd be good if you could stick the 158s and the leave and branch services in as well, but hopefully that'll come officially as well within the game fairly soon. We have to be realistic about updates that are going to come from Dovetail Games. I think I assume the staff at Dovetail and Rivet Games and all the third-party providers are going to have a bit of a break over Christmas. We are entering kind of this is Edinburgh Gateway, I think, and have the tram lines alongside us. Now, there are tram services within the game that you see, but they're kind of a little bit sporadic. You don't see them all the time, that's for sure. I'd like to hope that the Class 91 might not be within the realms of being unrealistic as a potential future add-on for the East Coast Main Line. That would be good to see. I'll try and get down easy enough down to the 80. It's a 385. Now this was where I kind of went a little bit wrong with when I was doing the live stream. I think I noticed the double yellow, but again, it's powers of concentration. You've really got to be on it with these signals, and the fact is, you can see quite clearly there's two more signals before we, at least before we get to Haymarket, so we could get a single yellow. We might get held as we go past Murrayfield Rugby Stadium, but we might get held before the station. Yeah, so we've definitely got a single yellow. Now it's not like the PZB system with the German signalling, which quite frankly I find a little bit complex, but it's kind of up to the driver to judge what speed to go for. But I kind of think you can't go more than 30 when you know that there's a signal coming up, a red signal coming up. Right, we've now got, we're okay. We've got a double yellow, so I think we should be cleared into the platform. Yep, we are. Platform 3 at Haymarket. We're not going to speed up too much because, for one thing, we've got a 40 just outside the station, and besides, the platform ramps aren't too very far away. That's possibly me with the HSTs, not quite sure why we've got them in all white. Difficulty is sometimes that, I mean, there's some brilliant mods on the Train Sim community website, but they can slightly corrupt with the normal workings of the game. Unlocked. Okay, nicely modelled the unit, and it's fantastic that we have all the Lner official branding and the Azuma, and very much done by Dovetail Games in conjunction with Lner. So let's just have a very quick look and Yeah, we're pretty full, aren't we? I mean, this is, I'm not going to wander all the way back to first class, the other end, but it'd be great if you could actually get in them toilets, wouldn't it? But this is Haymarket, so it should actually say on here. Well, we're still on time. I mean, actually, we're quite early, aren't we? So that's a bit of a bonus. Again, you can have a quick look around at Haymarket. Don't think we can leave the station if I remember rightly. Yes. Oh, we've got the piano. I've got a feeling we can play this, can't we? Yeah. No, we don't want to give up control. I mean, we could actually go in through the cab door on the left, but we'll go in that way. There you go, we'll sit in the driver's seat. I mean, actually, I'm not 100% sure here if let's just lock the doors. I don't know whether it's one of these precise ones where it's kind of suggesting that we need to be that further few yards in front. Surely not. Didn't say load passengers before, did it? So it might just be that at some of the stations you have a kind of a precise point at which you need to be, and of course it's all about fitting the whole of the train to the platform. And that's the front of it. Yeah, I suppose to be fair, it only just fits in, doesn't it? So right, now we can go. Again, not totally sure about specifically why it said 12:31 on the departure board, but I don't know whether that's a slight error. So, complete the run into Edinburgh Waverley. It is good that we've got the Azuma for, I mean, the cab's not quite as detailed on the Train Sim Classic version, but we do have the ability to use the Azuma and use it on the cross-country, not cross-country, on the Transpennine services as well. So you can do, on Train Sim Classic, you can do Liverpool through to Newcastle, for example. Slightly slow about getting down to 20. And this, I think, will be a very typical scene at Waverley, where you have trains waiting for clearance into the platform. I think, in all honesty, it's us that's holding things up. So we are getting across to the track on the left. Oh, that went a bit fuzzy then, didn't it? I've always said I'd love to see a little feature where the timetable could be randomly a bit late, and I think that would be a great feature if you could have trains that basically you got a random selection of trains that were late. Then it would mean that you would face the occasional ad hoc delay. We are coming into platform 2A at Waverley, and then in reality we will be carrying on the shift, going down south towards Newcastle and York, Peterborough, onto King's Cross. We're just drifting a little bit slowly towards this signal, but that should be the one. So there we go, just a quick run today, and I thought, well, seeing as though I didn't quite make it into Edinburgh Waverley on the stream on Sunday, I thought I'd give that a quick ride, and it's good to see the Flying Scotsman as well being used at the start of the scenario. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you've enjoyed it and you want to like and subscribe, then I'd be tremendously grateful as ever. And thanks for taking the time to watch the video. But from now, from Powerflower Trains and Planes, as ever, it's bye-bye.